This is Kal Kat, the Kal Katster, and this is a review of First Contact, the season finale of Lower Decks, Season 2. Happened to be ending during making a second episode of our fan film, the Vitriol. Good old Vitriol. No tie-in, though. There is, however, a cameo by the season-ending, some of the cast. The cameo. Just to, give them for fun. Anyway, so I redressed a LaForge and a Carey as Rutherford and Boimler and a motion picture Uhura as Freeman. Anyway, so anyway, so here we have an episode where Captain Gomez of her did you ship a name in this one or not? Well, she's commander of an Excelsior variant ship. And goes on a mission into this planet called the Lelian planet, and there's like, they go to a contact mission to a planet that's apparently geologically dangerous, because they get into this system and they're already blasted by an asteroid that happens to shatter a bunch of gravimetric rocks into space and sort of wreck the Excelsior class ship, so the Cerritos has to rescue it by peeling off its hull and rescue it, going after it. The B story is that everyone thinks they're going to be transferred, mainly the captain, but also Tendi thinks she's going to be transferred, and Rutherford doesn't. So two of them do. Freeman and Mariner are going. It's Mariner that I copied as a horrific. Mariner, the younger one. Freeman's the captain. She's going to be transferred. There's Boimler rescues the ship by going to station ops and swimming down into this thing, and you encounter the horny dolphins. Of course, there's horny dolphins. Also they reference something, because clearly they know Trek yards, so they referenced that the front of the ship, the view screen, is actually a window as well. If they pop the cover off, this window comes out. They did that just because of Foley and Hawkins. They threw that in there. Oh, there's a window. Oh no. Yes, Yep, it's silly Trek. So there you go. It has a window. Yeah. It is reference to them and not to me. So, also they reference the captain's yacht, but they didn't take it. They fought the captain's yacht. They have an argument. Also, we have not as many in jokes in this one. When they go down to the planet, the aliens want to drink with them because they rescue the ship. They want to drink with them, and then it kind of the captain gets a little hammered. And then the ship is under repair in orbit, I guess, of the planet. And the Starfleet security shows up to arrest her for destroying the Pakled planet, the captain, instead of promoting her. And it is left as a cliffhanger. And they fly off, leaving the first officer in command of the ship. So we'll have to find out next season what happens to them. It's a cliffhanger. So, I hate to leave it like that, but... I left it like that. I didn't write it. Don't blame me. I think the Kal Kat episode of the season was the one just before. Wedge Dash. Yeah, as well as maybe the one where the Pakled was a convention fan and he was like running around and he was like, oh, I'm the spy. The spy among us was also a very silly Trek episode. So yeah, those two. And we get to see cetacean ops, see the dolphins. They only want to see Rutherford naked and sweaty, so that's fine. His blowhole may be clogged. Ew. It is the guys that did Rick and Morty, of which I've only seen one season of. But there's like 6 seasons of that by now. I've only seen one season of Rick and Morty. I've seen bits and pieces of other episodes, but after that, I have no idea. Other than that, Meanwhile, yeah. So was first contact. If they'd called it fist contact, that would have been funny. Would have been the PL version. Or, but yes, in the parody version, the Cillian version of First Contact, the Borg one, the captain is not straining because he's having a nightmare about the Borg. He's straining because Wesley contaminated the food replicator thing somehow by accident, I assume. And he was straining on the toilet. He was like, oh no, no. Ah. Of course, there was a poop joke in 1996. No, I'm going to boldly go, and no one's gone before. Not in this one. So, thankfully, that did not happen in this one. Oh, also, there was in the KSPL Picard LaForge version, there was a scene in which the Borg Queen wants to know what fisting is. Where do they get the title from? It says, and Data goes, I'd like to show you this new form of pleasuring I've got, one called fisting. And she's all, very well, demonstrate this fisting. And that's how he escapes. He seduces the Borg Queen. Yeah. But no, that didn't happen in this version. That's silly. Yes. Yes, we won't go into what that is, but yeah, don't look it up. Yeah, never done it. Just saying, don't look it up. Anyway, so yeah, Lower Decks. Never done it. Yeah, season already, I guess. A very silly travel like. Yeah, again, we had literally nothing to do with it, but for some reason it seems like we did. But well, yeah. And they did. I don't know how they could have blown up the Pac-Led planet. That doesn't make sense. So it's clearly been a setup. Also, Rutherford's drive thing is malfunctioning during it, and the Burgess part of it. And Tindy might get promoted to sciences. Anyway, so. But yes. Which would be consistent with her character 20 years later in Starship Locations. 20 years later, she's a science officer. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah. That's pretty